Protect your internal foundation. You cannot be an effective architect if your own supports are compromised by external demands. The other factor is, and this is connected to Neptune, that's only station and retrograde in July, the foundation order. This means the fog is clearing in your house of roots. This is your chance to audit the why behind your private life. This is about your private life. Dissolve the illusions that are keeping you stuck in old domestic patterns so that you can build on a new base of absolute truth. Build honor. This is very important, on a base of absolute truth, because without the truth, everything falls apart. Now, the other factor is, and the most important transit for this July, is when the Sun conjunction Jupiter. When it conjuncts with Jupiter, this is the month that is a really high note for you, Capricorn. As the Sun aligns with Jupiter, the doors of opportunity swing wide open. After your hard work of auditing and refining your systems, this is your moment of recognition. Expect breakthroughs in your career and financial gains. The universe, the heavens are rewarding your discipline with a rare window of abundance. And now, let's see what else the universe wants you to know and to elaborate on everything we talked about. Let's begin. The heavens with the universe. 2 messages we're going to start with every Capricorn, starting with the first one. And it says your sanctuary. And this is very important because your sanctuary is your well-being, your harmony, your peace, okay? And your foundations. That's what sanctuary is. A place where you feel that you are finally in your comfort zone and everything is working well for you, the way you want it. This settles your mind and your heart together. The mystic meadow is about transcending from where you are. It's everything we talked about. Transcending to a level of absolutely being happy with where you have reached and seeing the fruits of your labor, your hard work. The getting rid of, what's another word for getting rid of? Oh my God. I'm overwhelmed because I'm so tired mentally. To remove, you know how I said you are removing what is no longer wanted and needed. It is that that's giving you the sanctuary. It is that that's putting your mind at ease, and you finally know that you have released yourself from so much internal and external factors, and that's transcending you to high levels of healing and productivity. Now, the other factor is trust the heavens, trust the oracle, because it is through trust that you're able to complete a chapter. And within that chapter, there were obstacles. You're overcoming them with having faith in what we're saying here, especially the forecast and everything in the reading is going to help you eliminate that which is no longer working and having faith that things are going to be improving. Now I'm going to take 2 messages to know what else have you been thinking about the longest, something that you've been worried about lately. It's on your mind. You want answers. You want guidance. We're going to take 2 messages just for that. For every Capricorn and what's in your heart, the situation will improve. So you are in a bit of a struggle, it seems, and the heavens are giving you assurance, and they're saying this situation will improve. So that's very good. Anything else they want to add to that, or is there another factor? The other question that you keep asking, you got a yes for it. So yes, I'll put it together because it's so incredible. Yes, the situation will improve. How about that? Yes, the situation will improve. And that's beautiful. That's a perfect answer. Now I'm going to have a look at further information, a little bit further into your reading and see what else is there. 2 messages from this deck for every Capricorn. We got the Sun bringing you radiance, vitality, extreme, what's the word? Extreme abundance, fulfillment in many areas of your life. It is about your health, vitality, success, extraordinary success, and someone one person being the cause of your happiness. Now that someone could be someone that might be Sagittarius. This is a fire energy. This is someone very, very giving, very loving, a very supportive person. And I usually see the Queen of Wands as Sagittarius, but they can also be Leo or Aries. But Sagittarius, we'll see if Temperance comes up, and we'll know if it's more for the majority of you will be dealing with Sagittarius. There is a situation coming to an end, what you don't see happening. Something that's no longer working, it's no longer feasible, you've tried everything, it's come to a dead end, time for it to end. It could be a partnership or a relationship. Now let's move on to the next level. 2 messages from another deck to see what else for you, my dear Capricorn. Wow, we have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups has 2 very significant meanings. Number 1, it is about the beginning of the greatest love, the love that goes forever, a soulmate, a twin flame kind of situation, where you're empowered together, where this is the lifetime, a love of a lifetime. Okay, we've got that first. Second, the Ace of Cups is about a precious gift that comes from the heavens. That precious gift can be love forever, but it also can be the gift like a windfall, large amount of money, a big event that brings you so much abundance and so much fulfillment in many areas of your life. A little bit like the sun, but a little bit more with the Ace. This is absolutely more because it's so precious. It gives you so much. The sun does that too, but Ace of Cups is a little bit more powerful. It just gives you so much more fulfillment in so many areas that surpasses the power of the sun, believe it or not. So the sun is there, fulfillment, it gives you healing, it gives you success, but the precious gift from the heaven is like major. It's really big. It's just incredible. And it touches on different levels of your life, different areas of your life. So that makes it even more profound and its effect more profound. I feel like this is so much connected to the Sun Jupiter conjunction. Conjunction. So back to this one here, back to this one here. Okay, we've got the 8 of Swords, which shows that you feel trapped in something, as though you're at the mercy of circumstances. There is fear, there's worry, maybe there's something that's holding you back. Maybe there is a situation where you've signed up to and you can't get out of. This is going to change. I feel like there are going to be changes. Now I'm going to take on 2 more messages from another deck to see what else. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so the Lighthouse. You know what? The Lighthouse shows to me that there will be a way out. You're just not seeing it now. You will be shown a way out of a situation very soon. In fact, it's going to liberate you. It's going to help you see the truth and how you're guided with a system to get out of this situation that you are trapped in. There's going to be a detour, a very safe passage where a detour takes place. Like these are your plans. Something is taking place and detouring you out of something. There is a warning, however. You need to plot a course of action and navigate your obstacles using diplomacy and tactfulness. So there's no need to be angry. No matter how difficult the situation may be, there's no need to be you've just got to navigate the obstacles with tactfulness and diplomacy to get out of it. No matter how awkward it may be, use this powerful information that I'm giving you to navigate your way out with diplomacy, because you are getting out. You are going to be guided how to get out of it, and you will. This is about liberation and freedom, and it's happening. July is going to mark the beginning, and we've got another July here, 7 again. Freedom. Chinese Year of the Horse, it's about spirituality and freedom. United together, it shows to me that the spiritual realms, the universe, the heavens, are going to intervene in your liberation from this anguish, being trapped in fear, being trapped and unhappy. You are getting liberated. The heavens are going to show you the way, and you'll be out of it. But diplomacy is needed. Very important. And I'd say 7 weeks from now, July onwards. Now, there's going to be a lot of changes, and these changes are going to bring grounding, grounding, fertility, and wonderful. This is all connected to your lineage, to your sanctuary. This is about personal growth. It's about your roots. It's about evolving. And it's about past life connections, connecting you to the source and connecting you to the next level. This is the change that's coming, that's going to free you from so much that you're not happy in, and move things for you and liberate you. This is about the release that you will have, actually. It's all connected to that release. Now I'm going to take 2 messages from this deck to see what else for Capricorn. And there we go. Wow. The Buddha confirms what I was saying. You are liberated big time. And I'll explain it in a moment. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords and the gold is a bit different, but it's very similar to the sword here. This is about a breakthrough, but it's also about endings. It is about conflict that has to come to an end. You might be cutting corners, you might be having issues, trying everything in a situation, a partnership, a business, a relationship, a home, a situation that is taking so much out of you. You might need a good lawyer because you need to defend yourself, and this is very important. You need a good lawyer to defend you. Some of you might be actually there may be an injustice happening here, without a doubt, but I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough. So even though it might be really bad and you might see as though your world is falling upside down, it isn't. Remember what we talked about, that transition at the beginning, where it shows there's going to be a disruption, something just like the detour they're talking about. There's going to be a detour. It might be a little bit making you lose your mind and become really angry, but you've got to use diplomacy and have faith that this is happening for your highest good. You are being released from something. Remember these cards together. You are being released from something that is dead, and there's nothing that can be done about it. It's just not going to work. No effort, no amount of your effort, no amount of your money can solve this problem. Trust in the heavens and trust that the situation you have to be liberated out of it. So don't be upset if you have gone and spent, let's just say, okay, I'll use an example so that you understand what I'm saying. Let's just say you bought a business and it's a dead business. Everything you're trying, it's not working. Every effort, it's just getting worse and worse. And then you start thinking, okay, I'll invest in something new. I'll start making cakes, for example. So you start investing in all these machines that create cakes so you can have cakes. But the thing is, if you invest already and bring that in, and you are giving yourself hope that this is going to happen, and it doesn't, it collapses, nothing works, don't go getting angry and being very upset and not thinking rational because things are not moving or they didn't work out the way you want. The detour, which means the plans you're going, it's going to be a detour. That means the plans you're doing are not going to be working. That's why there's a detour that moves you from that and redirects you to another, redirecting your energies towards some other form of release. You need to be released from the situation. Everything shows me that you need to be liberated and released from something that is dead end. The twos are about a dead end. Something that's dead end. No matter what you do, it's a dead end. You might not see it because you might have hope. And when your hope is gosh, where's the words? Sometimes the words. Sometimes they just don't come. I just go blank sometimes. Lately, I think because I'm overwhelmed mentally. Tired. Let's see. When your plans and your expectations and hopes are, can't use the word demoralized, destroyed, no. Failing, that's the word. When all your hopes are failing and you might think it's you, it isn't you. It is this place or this situation. This situation has come to an end. It's like something that comes to an end and you want to revive it. And it's done. It's finished. It's time. It's over. So that's what's happening. And this is important for you to remember, because I can imagine with empathy, if you have a business or something that you're putting your heart and soul into, and every attempt is failing, it's not giving you what it's supposed to. Remember, sometimes the worst of the worst is a blessing in disguise, and there is a breakthrough. So sometimes even the worst scenario is going to give you a breakthrough. You are being liberated from this painful, fearful situation that's overwhelming you. You are going to be transcending. And August, between July and August, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now, the Buddha is wonderful because it's about asking yourself about life's purpose. What am I doing? You want something more than money, maybe spiritual wealth. This is about spiritual wealth. You are going to be finally understand that the heavens or the universe is supporting you by taking you out, even though it might have not seemed that way at the time. You might need counseling. Some of you might be even considering doing counseling for career matters. Like, you might consider being a counselor to those who went through the same ordeal that you went through after, being liberated. You are going to be guided. There's guidance in every way. This is about guidance. You might be even doing careers, working in guidance. But divine path is destined for you. There is a very, very special divine path destined for you. And I feel like it is this divine path that's going to bring the sun into your life, to shine everything away that is no longer working, to take you to the next highest level, and the level that will really uplift you and fulfill you and heal you from all that you have gone through. And that's the most important factor here in your reading, on top of the gift that's coming and everything else that's happening. So that's that. Now, that's decided and done. Next, we're going to go through tea leaves and see what else you need to know. Okay, so we've got the wind chime, and the wind chime is about peace and harmony. It is very much connected to this card here, because sanctuary is exactly that. It's living a life of peace and harmony. The wind chimes are about peace and harmony. It's coming your way, peace and harmony. So that and that's where you will find that your sanctuary lies, in a place where you feel peace and calm. Okay, we'll leave that one there. Now, the other thing, there is someone that I know very well who's going through all of this, and I'm trying to rescue them somehow, somewhat. And ultimately, I will be successful. It's just a matter of time. It's just amazing how it's coming here. They've got their Capricorn in as their hereditary, or rather, what is it called in the Western? Their ascendant. Okay, so the wedge. There is someone that might be coming between you and something that you need, or someone that you want. Something is sort of, it says you and your friend, or something you want. There is someone trying to come between you and someone, or they might not be. They might be assisting you, and you might be thinking that. You might be thinking this person is trying to get between you and someone. There is danger, especially in money matters with the bear, so pay attention. And there's also leadership positions like CEOs and managers with the bear. So all of that is possible. Now, moving on to the next level. That's that for Capricorn, this part here. Now what I'm going to do is, there were two more messages I wanted to take from this deck here before I clarify. See if there's anything else that's important. Okay, so we have got the Emperor. There is going to be an amazing offer coming your way. Oh my God, we got the Hierophant. That's incredible. Okay, they're saying you should have left this situation a long time ago. You should have left and not continued. You know how you are now trapped and unhappy and all of that. And now it's finally coming to an end with all the twos here that we have, the Two of Swords and the Two of Swords. But they're saying that you should have. The Seven of Swords shows that, yes, maybe you were deceived and you were procrastinating and hoping, but you should have left this situation a long time ago. That's the truth that you will come to terms with. The Hierophant is connected to Aries. There could be a fire energy here. This person could be Aries now. We've got Aries, the Emperor. This Aries could be someone that might be helpful, supportive. We'll find out when I clarify as if this person is positive or negative. Usually it's a very positive person. The Emperor is about power and control. You'll finally have power over your journey, but you need to be released from something. You need to be liberated, and you will. That's what the Falcon is all about. The other factor is that there could be an offer that you will love and you might embrace, an offer that you can't refuse. Now, the Hierophant is connected to Taurus, and it is connected to change that will uplift you to high levels of success. You are going to be transcending to high levels of success, and that is magnificent. Okay, now I'm going to clarify so we can understand things better. Like, for example, I really want to know who the Emperor is for every Capricorn. What is this person, this Aries? What are they all about? Oh my God, they're connected to the Taurus. Oh, I get it now. Oh my goodness. My dear Capricorn, I just got it. Aries Taurus is going to be someone given to you as a precious gift. It could be a lover, a partner, business partner or lover. They're born Aries, Taurus. If they're born Taurus, they've got Aries in them. If they're Aries, they've got Taurus in them. And there might be a touch of Libra there too, possibly. I just feel like this is someone, wow, this is someone like this is a twin flame, simply a twin flame. Because you've got Aries and you've got, see, this is what you've got. You've got Aries, right, which is the fire energy. And then you've got Taurus twice. You know what that tells me? Since Taurus is twice, that means they are very empowered with earth energy, like you, Taurus. They might be born Taurus with Aries in the background. We have double Taurus, very strong. Taurus are very brilliant with money, with power. Then they're wonderful in relationships. They're very passionate and loving. They're governed by Venus. And they can be incredible in business and in love, just like Libra. Now, because Venus is the ruler of Libra and Taurus. And a lot of Taurus do have Libra, and a lot of Libra has Taurus in them. The greatest gift from the heavens is here. Again, look at this. And there is a great partnership forming. Something magical is happening with an Aries Taurus. Remember that. And you've got the precious gift twice. So there could be the love of a lifetime entering your life, a soulmate that will move your world, and you'll have a breakthrough in your love life like you've never had ever. Someone so supportive that they will heal your heart, literally. And or the greatest gift from the heavens is going to take away all your tension. So it's going to be very intriguing to see which one it's going to be. I would love to hear your opinion about all this and see what's going on. Love that for you. Absolutely. Okay, moving on to the next level, which is, let's see what the Ace of Cups is all about. I mean, we do have an idea, but just a little bit further. Yes, end of a situation that you were dealing with someone of maybe water energy, someone that could have been air and water. It was a suffocating chapter. It's coming to an end. Absolute ending. Water and air energy coming to an end. There may be advice from someone to be more practical, to use more logic in what you're doing rather than your emotions, so that you don't get outbursts and anger. There is going to be situations where you might be going through that you need to be very tactful and very diplomatic. There could be an air energy giving you that information, but it was a suffocating chapter, but it's coming to an end. Absolutely coming to an end, especially for those of you who are water energy maybe, and the soulmate is coming to heal you, to give you strength and power. Together, united, you and this person, you're going to be on top of the world. I'll take out and put this. Oh, and a lot of wealth is coming. I'll leave it here because it might come out as we ask other questions. Wealth and soulmate both are coming. Remember that. Wealth. Okay, now let's go to the entrapment. What is it that you're entrapped about? What is the entrapment that you are stuck with? Okay, it's a situation where you're not able to move, you're not able to travel, you're stuck in a situation where you are feeling trapped, nobody's helping you, it's coming to an end. The World card is about end of a very difficult chapter. If it's not, we already got told that it's a suffocating chapter, it's killing you. So it's coming to an end and you are going to be transcending to high levels of freedom, and large sums of money are going to free you from this. Someone of fire energy is entering your life. It could be this person, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, a new fire energy that's going to bring a lot of harvest in your life, a lot of abundance, a lot of expansion, big time. And again, a soulmate energy, someone who's a soulmate energy coming in your life. So there could be a twin flame or a soulmate. Okay, now the sun, we don't have to, well, we will do the sun shining in your path. Let's see what's going on. It says torn between two situations, what to do with a business. You will find the money that's coming, it's going to make this business profitable or get you out of it if it's going to be a dead end, if it's a business coming to a dead end. But you know what? Ultimately, money is going to be the resolution to a business where it's going to be very profitable, and it could be coming from someone of earth energy, the Taurus that we have, double Taurus. Someone that's got Taurus in them is going to be helping you big time to release you from all of this. Look what fell. Honestly, is this synchronicity or what? What is this? Look at that. Do you see that? It's a dead end. It keeps repeating it. Have faith in the heavens. This is not going to work. You've got to give up hope. This has got to come to an end. Whatever it is, it's got to stop. It's got to end. And that's what's going to drive you crazy. And that's why they're saying use diplomacy and use tactfulness so that you don't lose your temper and lose your peace. So this is big, and this is incredible, and this is too much. There could be someone becoming a wedge between you and someone also. This could be causing all of this, possibly. So that is there also. Now, two other cards follow with this. One of your oldest wish is going to be granted with a star, and you're transcending to high levels, rewards and expansion, and you're looking beyond where you are. Your mind is opening up to new opportunities. Wonderful. Now we're going to go into this, see who this person is, this energy. Okay, conflict comes to an end, more money is coming, and you could be dealing, and look at this, the Emperor again, the third time. There could be a fire energy here, Aries. There's a strong Aries, very strong Aries that you're having issues with, having problems with, or maybe they are the cause of where you're at. A lot of conflict, but a Libra comes to your rescue. This Libra could be Taurus Libra, possibly. Justice is going to be all for you, especially when you get large sum of money. This is the money that you might have lost. This is a sort of like a compensation from the heavens. It's going to be it's going to put a drastic rise in your money, and justice will be served all for you, towards you, and on its way to you. How amazing. Love that for you, mighty Capricorn. Now let's move on to the final bit, which is about your relationships, how they're doing, your personal, because they said something about your personal. You've got to pay attention to your personal situations. Okay. Okay. Passion. Passion is igniting between you and someone. There's attraction, then it turns into romantic feelings, and then boom, it's going to love. Look at this. It starts with attraction, your attraction to someone, and then it's going to be romantic feelings that are going to be stirred up. Your feelings are all going to be stirring, and they're worth exploring. Of course they are, because it's a soulmate connection. And then bang, it's going to be a wedding, marriage. This is a situation involving marriage. It's going to be a soulmate. Remember I said soulmate. I kept on talking about this over and over. Soulmate. There's a soulmate coming. There's the love of the century, a happy ever after kind of love, all happening for you. Those of you who are single, prepare to have the time of your life. Being in love is magic. It is absolutely magic. It ignites everything. It exhilarates you. It makes life worth living. I felt it. I had it years and years ago. And it's just incredible. And you get so fulfilled that you no longer really need anything in the world. The second one, the truth about everything that you need to know, what's hidden from the heart, what's being said, what hasn't been said, what is important for you to know, what's important for you to know, what people are feeling and not saying, all of that. Here, let's have a look. You are the only one I see. And that's what happens when it's a soulmate. You are the only one I see. They don't see anyone else. You are a wifey husband material. OMG, how incredible is that? How accurate is that? You are a wifey husband material. You're a partner for life material. That's why we got this situation involves marriage. This relationship is not going to be your average relationship. It's going to be involving marriage. A lot of Capricorns are getting married. How exciting. Now, the other two, it says, I'm scared of getting hurt, so I act like I don't care. If somebody's acting like they don't care, it's because they're afraid. That comes from fear. I'm thinking about reaching out. Somebody's going to reach out to you. That is magic. Now, finally, let's have a look at the Chinese cookies and see what else is there for you. There's one message. Is there another one? Yes, there's another one too. Okay, so we got perseverance. They say just be a little bit patient, persevere, because you are going to be supported. We got double P, perseverance and property. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Okay? And then it says property. It says a property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in the transaction. That means you are cautioned regarding the security concerns there may be in regard to the transaction. Make sure you check everything, every detail, every small print, get the contract checked over and over with a professional. Get AI involved, get a lawyer, double lawyer when you're dealing with property, so that any concerns are revealed. Very important, because when they're not revealed, they cost hundreds of thousands, the damages, when you're buying property especially. Okay, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I wish you abundance of blessings. Namaste.